Hello there, you're now watching SME On Point with me, Diabo Seto. Managing money can be a big challenge for small business owners as well as freelancers, but a local startup called Stub is making it easier with simple, affordable accounting software made for South African businesses. The company has teamed up with one of the country's big 5 banks to help yourselves as entrepreneurs to manage your businesses and finances directly from your accounts. Now, to tell us more, we are joined by Taylor Dandridge, who's the co-founder and CEO of Stub. Taylor, thank you so much for making time to speak to us. Tell us about the journey of creating Stub as the co-founder. I mean, you have so many other locally made softwares who do exactly what you do. How was the journey for you?
Thank you so much. It's fantastic to be here. We're really excited to join you. I think it's a fantastic question. We, the 4 co-founders and myself, started our career in one of the big, large financial institutions in South Africa, and we just felt that there wasn't a tool that met entrepreneurs where they worked and where they operated their business. So we saw a massive opportunity in creating a tool that really serves entrepreneurs in the way they operate as a small business owner and to meet them where they work.
Yeah. What was the biggest thing that you found was the biggest challenge when it comes to entrepreneurs or small business owners, and how they manage their books in the absence of effective software?
So we like to categorize this almost into 3 separate sort of pain points or issues, and it almost comes down to entrepreneurs where there's a I don't know how, I don't know where, and I don't know I needed to. So we often say managing your finances as an entrepreneur is not something you get taught at school. And a lot of the entrepreneurs today in the country are phenomenally good at building their businesses, at operating their businesses, but they don't necessarily have a finance background. And that was something that we wanted to solve and support in building Stub.
Yeah. What makes yours quite unique? What is it that we can find with Stub that we can't find with any other software?
So we've really prioritized simplicity. So ensuring that an entrepreneur with no financial background at all can come onto Stub and know exactly what's going on in their business at any point in time. So we almost say simplicity, come on, you don't need a finance degree to use it, and we'll show you exactly what's going on in your business. We speak a lot around local integrations and integrating to tools that small businesses in South Africa already use. So how do we make sure that that works really well with our software? And then, there's nuance in the South African market.
Yeah.
Like, we know there's still a lot of cash moving around the system. So we also ensured that we catered for those sorts of pieces as well.
Speaking about nuances and cash floating around the systems, I was excited to see that the software can also be used by spaza shop owners. Give us an example of how they would use the software.
So I think it's been really cool to see some of the markets and the verticals that we've managed to work with in the past couple of months. And I think spas and taverns is a great example. And the way we work with those entrepreneurs specifically is ensuring we integrate into a POS system that they already use. So making sure that sales from their everyday transactions automatically syncs into their bank accounts and reconciles. And that's what we do at Stub, to try to remove as much manual entry and effort as possible.
Yeah, you work with one of the big 4-5 banks in the country. Does it give the entrepreneur using your software any advantage, the fact that they are signed up with you, in terms of things of getting a support from the particular bank that you have teamed up with? Or is it just purely a partnership and they would still need to go through the normal application process should they need funding or any other support in future?
So we're still very, very early days into that collaboration, but I think just by nature of now creating an additional access to entrepreneurs who previously didn't have access to financial records, I think there's a lot of opportunity in that space, and enabling small businesses have additional angles to access cash flow, to access those sorts of products, which previously would have been quite tricky.
Yeah. When we started, I asked about the journey, and I'd like to close off with talking about the journey and talk about the challenges that you as a business yourselves faced. You know, at the onset of starting a business, there's a lot of hoops that one has to jump over and in between. What was your particular one?
I think some of there's multiple challenges in starting a business, but I think one of the things that we really struggled with initially was making sure we could find the best possible people for our team that could always remain super committed to the cause and outcome that we wanted to build. So I think finding talent at an early stage startup can be a really time consuming and hard task. But I think that's something that a lot of entrepreneurs starting businesses come across.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been a fantastic journey so far.
What's on the horizon for Stub? What's the future looking like for Stub? What can we expect that could make lives of entrepreneurs and small business owners much more efficient for them to be able to contribute effectively and efficiently to the economy?
There's lots of really exciting things coming up, but I think speaking to features and functionality is probably the key player here. So we're continuously evolving our product suite, our product set with our entrepreneurs. So I think top of mind at the moment is how do we utilize really smart technology to ensure there's a lot more automation in an entrepreneur's workflow. So they have to do less and less manual tasks, and we handle that for them, specifically in the financial management space. So we're continuing to evolve that. And then, yeah, we're building out our tool space with other businesses in South Africa. So you should see some really exciting stuff coming through there as well.
Yeah. Very quickly, I know I'll get into trouble with my viewers if I don't ask about whether this is a subscription-based, cash upfront, or how does it work money-wise?
So we're a subscription-based business specifically for these integrations that we're talking about here. We currently charge a subscription fee on a monthly basis. You can sign up, you can cancel at any time. And we've tried to make it really accessible and affordable for the market. We also currently have a free plan. So if you're just getting started, we want you to start, and we don't want price to be a barrier. Sure. So there's also that option.
All right, Taylor Dandridge, the co-founder and CEO of Stub. It's a new accounting software created for South African entrepreneurs. Do check them out and let us know how it's working out for you and your business. And let's move on to this now. More and more people are looking to grow healthier hair. Entrepreneurs are using different formulation and establishing thriving businesses to meet this growing need. Cecil Labuskaghni previously worked in pharmaceutical sales and marketing and has joined this growing industry to cater not only for hair needs, but to also create jobs with her reseller program. She recently exhibited her products at the DTI Export Summit and Expo, and this is my conversation with her. Cecil Labuskaghni says she founded this brand which focuses on textured hair to create sustainable, natural-based hair products. Not only did she have this desire, but she also wanted to establish a movement to empower individuals to celebrate their natural beauty.
It's reviving the royalty in African natural hair. Okay. So from a science point of view, if I can just show my hair model here, this is a follicle here underneath the epidermis, and our product stabilizes the follicle. It takes care of inflammation around the follicle so that the hair grow out strong. Customers are reporting less hair fall. They are reporting hair that are fuller. From a growth point of view, it's seen that our product create more hair growing out of the follicle.
Started only 2 years ago, the product has already found its way into 2 major retailers with the hope of exporting into neighboring countries. Labuskaghni explains the reseller program intended to allow people to start their own small businesses.
We have launched a reseller program for anybody that wants to start up a business. They can contact us on resellers at royalrevival.co.za, and we sell at wholesale prices so that people can start up their own businesses.
Diabosito, SABC News. All right, that's your SME on point for this week. As I always say, remember to support small businesses in your communities and let's make those rands and cents circulate. Goodbye.